Hi everybody, it's Manucha. Welcome to my craft channel, and today I'm going to show you how to turn soda tabs into these fun little butterflies. Now you can see that I made two versions. This one I wrapped a little bit differently. This one I think is a bit of a cleaner wrap. There's a bit of science to this, to how it holds and why I wrapped this one differently. But I'm going to walk you through the process. Now, I do think that this one came out a little bit better, so I'm going to show you this process. But my photo tutorial on my blog, linked in the description of this video, will show you how to do it this way. So if you do prefer this way, just follow along with the written tutorial. I turned these into keychains, one by putting it through the actual bead. I think that's really cute. And the other one I just put through the soda tab. To answer your question that you probably have, yes, you can make these with actual soda tabs. I was going to do it that way to begin with, but I think these just look so much cuter. They're so clean. They're not so expensive to buy on Amazon, but I always get flack for buying soda tabs on Amazon. But you can definitely upcycle. You'll just want to, cut these off and make sure there are no sharp edges left, especially if you're doing this with kids. You're going to need 2 full regular size chenille stems for each, so make sure that you have that available before you choose your color. Then the first step is going to be to connect them in pairs like this. This is kind of how you would make a heart, and we're connecting it in opposite directions. So we're going to start with the first, and we're going to connect it over there because we're following the design of this one. So we're going to connect it on the top as opposed to over there, which is how we connected the other one. To do that, we're going to put it in a little bit, just, let it stick in like an inch or so. And we're just going to wind it around a few times, inserting it through. You can pull out tools if you're comfortable using tools. It might help you get things a little bit cleaner, but otherwise you can just leave a bit of a longer tail and snip it off at the end. But make sure all your sharp ends are tucked in. The next one, we are going to be connecting there as well, but we are going to do it. I'm actually going to put it through one more time. I just decided to do that. You can, as you go along, sort of gauge how it's holding and, play it by ear. So I like how it's holding better now. And now we're going to connect these two, but with the same chenille stem. So in the same spot, the same way. And don't worry too much if it isn't sitting perfectly. You do want to leave a little bit of slack, in between the two halves. It'll give you that space, and you can see mine sort of just unlined up. So we're just lining it up. The truth is that you do want to keep it consistent, so keep that in mind. You want them to be in the same direction, so you flip which one goes which way. You can see that this is quite a forgiving process. And just so you know, as we went along, I noticed that I again switched it. You see, I was supposed to do it over there on top. So again, pay attention before you position your next one, that you are doing it the way that you'd like to before you start wrapping. You can always undo it. We're going to go from the back to the front. I always feel like it's important for you to understand what you're doing and not just to blindly follow steps, because it'll just make your success rate much higher. And here you can see we have it even and in the same direction. We're going through the same thing while still allowing for some slack between the two sides. So we're going to wrap it around a few times. And you want to be, you want to pull your wraps tight, again, leaving some slack in between the two sides, but each wrap around should be relatively tight. All right, you can see we're readjusting as we go along, and we're going to do a third time. And then we're going to cut it. Now, the cool thing about chenille stems is, yes, you can cut it with regular scissors. Snip, just like that. So this is quite secure. But now we're going to start building out the center. So we're going to start by taking our second chenille stem. Now, we do have a little bit of extra. I don't think I used it in the end. I'm trying to remember my process. I don't think I used the extra in the end. So really, you're just using 1.5. But this one, you really need the full length. And you're folding it in half. Now, in the center of this one, we are going to place light purple beads just for that tone-on-tone effect. And sorry, we need 4 light purple beads. We need 4 center color beads. So you can see I folded it in half. I've found my center point. And we're going to slide one on one side and put it down into the center as well as you can in the center. Just like that. Now we're going to put the sticks together. That sort of serves as a blocker. We're going to put the sticks together. And we're going to slide 3 beads over it all the way to the bottom. There we go. Now, just to preface, I always recommend that you play with the process. I saw somebody do this one way. I was like, I can change that up, and I could do it with chenille stems, and the process was totally different. The way I've seen a number of people do these is with, you know, the actual things with wires and with like pretty beads. I wanted to make it a little more bright and colorful. It is, after all, a butterfly. So I decided to, you know, play it up a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this over here, place it where we want it to be in the center. I do like to make sure that the strings stick together. The beads, you know, you can technically go like that, but I like for it to be one single center point. And we're going to wrap each side once around, so down and up. This is in front, so we're going behind and up, and that'll secure it in place, you know, hanging from the thing that connects those two sides. So there you go. Again, if you understand the process, you can experiment with it and try your own thing afterwards. Now I decided to use white beads for my antenna, and we are going to put one on. You know, you sort of have just the right amount of length here, so you don't want to make this too long. We're doing it just the minimum length we need for a functional antenna. If you do find pipe cleaners with like an inch extra, it definitely could work well. So you can see we twisted it around a little bit just so that it doesn't serve as two chenille stems combined into one. And now we're sliding this right through our beads. We used wide open pony beads with big holes. I do believe large hole wooden beads might work. Your way to test a bead to see if it would work for this project is to see if you can fit a chenille stem through it 3 times, because that's, 4 times, because that's ultimately what you need to do. So you can see we pulled a little too much, so we're readjusting. You see, we readjusted our antenna. It's positioned as it needs to be. And now you guessed it, we're going to secure it one last time, and you can see we have just the right amount to the bottom. Now again, if you don't secure it to the bottom, you'll have this kind of wing. It might look a bit more like a dragonfly, although not quite, but I do recommend securing it on the bottom to really look a bit more like a butterfly. But again, experiment, you do you, all that. And I'm just twisting this a bit more just to sort of secure it. I didn't do that on the other ones, but this one feels like it needs it. So again, do what you need to do to make your butterfly. Now we're going to repeat the process on the other side. All right. All right, and this is quite secure, so if you have it hanging from your bag, it'll pretty much stay in shape. And there our little butterfly is complete. So now we are going to attach a key ring to this. So I'm using these fun, colorful ones just because, again, I just like how they look. They add a little touch of color. They're easy to use. I don't need to pull out tools. And they just look cute. So let's use these. So I'm putting it through. I do like how it looks strung through the bead, and it's quite easy to get it in, the ball chain. And we are going to just go like that. And here we go. 3 adorable little butterflies, each made in a slightly different way. And each of them works beautifully. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed crafting this. If you enjoy fun, slightly unusual, quirky crafts like this one, definitely hit the subscribe button. Comment if you have any questions, feedback, advice for other people who are crafting it. You can see my other antennae are longer, and that's fine. This I could have wrapped around only twice. Maybe it would have looked better. So experiment, play around. This is like my 5th, 6th that I'm doing before I even started recording this tutorial. So I've obviously tried it different ways before showing it to you. And happy crafting.